Wait, there we go.
Hey, like, where's she at?
I'm waiting for that.
I almost turned that off because I didn't realize you can turn it off in the settings. The recording.
Oh, the announcement.
Yeah.
But I like it anyway. But yeah. Who Tampa play today?
Somebody is gonna lose.
Yep. It don't even matter.
It's a division though, and so we got the Falcons today.
Oh yeah. That's all.
Too easy.
That might be a win.
Too easy.
Yeah, should be a win.
Yeah. Hey,
The Jags play there.
I don't care.
They play Tennessee.
Yeah. Do they?
Nah, they don't play Tennessee.
They don't play Tennessee. They play
Today they got
I know they're at home.
Who they play today?
Broncos.
The
Oh
Broncos.
yeah, that's right. The Broncos.
They're gonna lose to Teddy B.
Man,
yeah.
No, they're gonna use.
that's a sad team. That's a sad team.
I know. Hopefully, Trevor Lawrence can play better and not throw 3 interceptions.
You know,
You don't get hurt.
yeah, coaching situation. He got a rookie coach, first time in NFL, and he got a guy who really doesn't appear to be a student of the game. You know, some of the coaching decisions that got made early on, bringing in people that already been, basically kicked out of the college
And also keeping
Tebow.
the offensive line.
Yeah, and bringing in Tebow.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah,
so
I knew that was.
just bad decision making, man. So clearly he's not meant
Because Trevor Lawrence definitely has the skills and the ability and the attitude to be a top tier quarterback.
No question. No question.
That was his first regular season loss in his career.
His career,
Entire football career.
from
Yeah.
Pop Warner all the way up.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of my homeboys, one of my classmates, coached him up through the ranks. His son is a pretty good player too. One of them playing at Georgia Tech, and one of them's going to Chapel Hill, Carolina. But he started out at Notre Dame actually. So they got a lot of talent come out of that area.
Yeah.
But it comes down to coaching, man. At this level, everybody in the NFL is a professional.
Right.
And if you get coached well, you're gonna have a good squad.
Yeah. And I mean, there's no reason why you should have that many professional millionaires on the team and nobody knows how to play defense.
Yeah, and not be competitive.
Yeah.
That's all coaching. That's all coaching and scheme.
It's all coaching. It's no different than what we see in business. You know,
Yep.
successful businesses have, good managers, good leaders, and they have a great culture.
Yeah.
Teams we see in the NFL and pro sport at any level, the ones that struggle are the ones that don't have the right culture.
Mm-hmm.
There's something going on.
Speaking of that, hey, did y'all see, speaking of culture, you know how these Hawaiians don't like the tourists out here. Did y'all see that big tree fell on the tourists out there at the Hilton at Waikiki?
Wow.
No. Must be local. That must be local news.
It was a giant, there's a giant tree outside of the Hilton in Honolulu, Waikiki. And the biggest branch of it fell off onto people while they was sitting underneath it. And the locals are saying that it was because the Hawaiian gods don't like all these locals here.
Hey. It happens.
That's messed up.
Final destination, Hawaii edition.
Right.
Yeah.
But with
that doesn't sound like sympathy though.
No, it's no
Oh,
sense.
no sympathy.
But with that being said, yo, what it do?
What up?
This is the You Look Like a Podcast, episode 39. Episode 39.
39.
Yeah, we moving right along. We moving along. What, 39 episodes, almost 1,200 subscribers. We trying to make a dent in this podcast world.
Doing a little something. Do a little something.
You know, we got what's Dirty Dance Dez down there. What you doing, Dez? What's up? You get that ceiling fan installed?
Yeah, I got it after a couple of hours. You know what's going on? I got it up. Now I gotta put some recess lighting in.
Oh, that's a whole
Wish
nother
me luck.
monster, because you gotta cut stuff.
And I gotta go in the attic, and I just
look.
Nah.
Guess what? I stay out of attics. If I have to go in the attic, I'm calling a professional who gets paid to go in attics.
I might have to wait till January, February to go up there.
Right. It's gonna be so hot up there.
I just don't want the possible squirrel or something to jump on me while I'm up there, because ain't nowhere to run.
They got that home, man. They got that home advisor, Angie's List.
Yep. Yep.
You got a point there.
What up, Dana? What you up to?
Not much. Just same thing as usual. This coaching thing don't seem to stop. Doing fall league. Just don't
You better
stop.
be getting paid.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, I was talking to the commissioner of our league, and he was telling us, I said, hey, we need a tent. You know, we need, like, the coaches and everything provide these tents and the benches for the kids. I'm like, I think that's something that the league should provide, at least
The hotel in the park.
like 2 tents
I'm still in the parking
per
lot.
team, right?
On the back.
Right.
2 tents per team, per game or whatever, per field. He was like, well, we can't provide tents for every team in the division. I'm like, it's not that. I'm trying to get these kids out the sun and get them off the ground without having to spend my own money.
Right.
Oh, that ain't gonna happen with little league sports.
But I'm like, okay, so you asked for, it's $150 a kid. Each team has 8 to 10 kids on it. So you telling me, and there's 3 different divisions, 3 or 4 different divisions. And each division has 8 teams. So I'm like, so you getting all this money in. The coaches are volunteer. What are you spending the money on? It don't cost $10,000 for trophies.
But if you put that money out, that money ain't in your pocket. That's really the issue.
But yeah. That's
Well,
what,
I was in that. I was in sports. I was in AAU track and field and basketball. And I will say, in their defense, you got to pay for the area, so
Mhm.
rent from the school, and you got to pay those officials.
Yeah.
yeah.
And then
It's like $60 a pop, something like that.
But that's for the big popular things. Those like the league that we're in, I-9. There's one ref for there's 2 refs for each park.
right,
And they ref all the games.
yeah,
So I'm like, look, the tents are on sale at Costco for $115.
yeah,
But then somebody got to set it up too.
right.
Hey, look, we'll set it up. I just don't like dragging it from my truck all the way out.
Hey, but everybody don't feel the way you feel.
Right.
Out of those 8 kids, there's probably 2 parents like you do that feel like, I'll give and I'll help and I'll do.
Yeah.
The rest of them there to bring the kids and let the coaches basically.
That's one thing about our team. Our team, like, all the parents are. I tried to pay for something or do something for the team since I was a coach, and they were like, "No, you're not doing that. We'll do that. We'll take care of that. You worry about coaching the kids."
I mean, that's the way it should be.
I'm like,
Yeah, what we beginning culture, man. If you establish that culture where you're giving to their kids, then absolutely they're gonna reciprocate.
And as to continue on with the introductions, our guest as y'all can see, Mr. Arlen Smith. You know, he's out. Y'all see him out there with the Tampa gear on and everything. How you doing, Mr.
Yeah.
How you doing, Mr. Smith?
It's too hot to put the jersey on just yet, but
Oh Lord, he got the Brady jersey. He got the Brady jersey.
already. Yes, I'm a believer.
Yeah.
Dude won me over. You know, the guy, he's serious about his craft, and he's proven himself to be a winner, no matter where he is. And we all know how much work it takes to be a winner in this world, man. So I got to give him his props. I kind of got the jersey for being a season ticket holder, so I'm like, if I'm gonna get a jersey, I might as well get the Brady jersey. At least if I sell it one day, it'll be worth something.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right.
That's right.
So Mr. Arlen, why don't you let the viewers know? Why don't you let the viewers know how you connected to the podcast and what's going on with you?
So I was out in Hawaii back in April with a lady friend. She was serving in the military, U.S. Air Force, just prior to her retirement. And so I give her a shout and thank her for her service in that. But that's when I met yourself and your spouse, Deirdre. And you know, as we got to know each other on a very short trip, just heard about the positive things you were doing out here, trying to make a difference, trying to you know, add value to other people's lives. And it's something that is very near and dear to my heart. It's my goal in life to you know, do whatever I can to facilitate other people's growth and awareness and education and insights and all that thing. I've got a lot of experience in corporate America, got corporate experience in the military, you know, and in different environments where, as an African American in particular, a minority in particular, understanding that how to move within that environment in order to, you know, put yourself in a position where you can be successful. My background is 13 years in the military, in the Army, enlisted. Then I went to West Point, graduated from West Point, became a second lieutenant, and then got promoted up through the ranks up to captain. So I did about 7 years active duty in that regard, after being enlisted for 3 years. And then I got out and wanted to explore corporate America, wanted to see what it's like to actually, you know, be able to make real money as opposed to somebody promote you based on, you know, some scale and time and things like that.
Yeah.
And I wanted to be promoted based on my merit, my worth, my value that I brought to the organization. And so from 2000 until 2018, I worked in various roles with large companies like GE, Bank of America, Walmart, Sears, and Aramark, and I worked at some other companies as well. But just really got a lot of experience, you know, seeing what it's like to be one of two minorities out of, you know, 30 people in a room.
Yeah.
And the thing I learned very early on was, you know, people don't like people who, brown people in particular, are afraid of what they don't know.
Yeah.
And it's designed that way. It's designed that way. But the positive thing is, if you're willing to step out of your comfort zone and go learn and be a student of the game, because it is a game.
Yeah.
You can create your own opportunities for success. But it takes being fearless, man. You got to be fearless. You can't be worried about, you know, what your homeboys think, what your girlfriend thinks, your family thinks, and things like that. And just that awareness, man, is what I try to give back now, having achieved this level of success that I have. 3 years ago, I started my company, ALS Carrier Express Services. And I have a contract with Amazon, delivering Amazon packages. And in starting that business, I've since started 6 other businesses, because it just opened up the floodgates of, you know, once I broke through that, I think Will Smith said it, you know, just your greatest success is just on the other side of your fear. And once I broke through my fear of the unknown, and I started doing it and failed some stuff, and realized that the failure didn't kill me. It didn't, damage me for life. It didn't, I still could eat. I still could take care of myself, my family. And nobody, my friends didn't leave me. I was still the same person. It was like, oh, okay, so I can fail and get back up. And then I just started figuring things out. Okay, I can do this, I can do that.
So,
and it's just
so
amazing. And
when it comes to your carrier service or whatnot,
yeah,
what made you get into that particular field when it comes to make that the first business that you were going to start?
It wasn't the first business. It
Okay.
was the first business I was embarking on was actually in the transportation business.
Gotcha.
So I was going to do big trucks, interstate, transportation, logistics, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And that was all about just trying to understand that industry. So I spent 2 years, honestly, just researching and just understanding what the challenges were. I got several guys in my family that drive trucks. And I know several people that drive trucks, and I met people, just doing some research. And so when this opportunity with Amazon came along, I had already done a lot of research on like transportation.
Yeah.
So it was perfect because with Amazon, the beauty of it is it's a laid out plan. All you got to provide the people and the vehicles and the business leadership in order for it to work, because they lay everything out for you. So I'm like, that's no brainer. Like, where else can you go and you got a $6 to $10 million contract right there waiting for you? You don't get that. With starting my own business, I would have had to be on the job on the load board, looking every day, find me a dispatcher or a broker who's going to be feeding me and making sure that my trucks stay on the road.
And with Amazon, it's kind of automatic, right? You sign that contract, and all you got, like you said, all you got to do is provide the people and the trucks, and they do everything else.
And everything else is laid out. Now you have to perform. Now that's that's the one, because they do let people go. But it was a no-brainer for me because I knew I had the business sense. I knew how to run a business, and I knew with my military background, I knew how to lead people.
Okay.
How to motivate people, get them to come to work, get them to do their job and do it well.
And you treat people, as long as you treat people good, good, they're gonna do good for you. Number
one, treat them well, and I'm glad you brought that up, because that was the number one thing for me. Was when I was doing interviews, I would always tell my candidates, we're inviting you to be part of something different. This is not your normal corporate America company where, you're going to be treated like just another number, another employee. We want to appreciate you and your life, your family. We know you got things that are going to be going on. We're not going to hold you accountable to this attendance stuff. We're going to have corporate policies, because you got to have them, you got to have them. But we're gonna try to do it differently. We're gonna ask you to work with us. We're gonna work with you. So we're flexible in our scheduling. We literally have people take 3-4 months off, because I have a lot of people who are not, they're not nationals. So they're from other countries. They have families in countries, and when they travel out of the country, they could be gone for a while. I had some people that got stuck for COVID, couldn't get back. People went on a vacation and the family member died, and then another family member died, and they couldn't leave their family, like in the situation that they were. So we just try to do things differently and be appreciative of people. And we operate on three basic rules, man. Number one is do your job. No matter what the circumstance, no matter if you come to work today and everything is jacked up, your van's not working, You got, more packages than you were expecting. Hurricane came through, and you're stuck out on the highway. You got stuck in a ditch. No matter what's going on, focus on doing your job. Understand that whenever you punch that clock, you're getting paid.
Yeah.
So there's nothing for you to complain about. We're gonna pay you for every minute that you work. Yeah.
How big is your team or your company as far as employee wise?
So we started out with 2 vans and 5 drivers, including myself. And that was October 2018. And we now have 108 employees and 43 vans.
Man.
Yeah. And we'll do an expansion in November. We expand from middle of October until the first week of January for peak season. That's when, like Black Friday, all that stuff. So we'll go up to probably 120, 130, and we'll go up to about 60 vans. But those will be, the extra vans will be rental vans.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's amazing.
It sounds like you look to keep a good morale with your employees. How important is that?
That's the number one thing. We've got the lowest turnover rate in our area, in the Florida area, our region. And I just attribute it to our culture. It's what we were talking about in the beginning. We focus on the people and not like Amazon's our client, our customer, and we do our best to try and, hit those numbers. But at the end of the day, we focus on taking care of our employees, making sure that they understand that they are the priority. If we have to drop routes, if we have to get into an argument with Amazon, we're gonna take that battle off their hands.
Yeah.
And so it's surprising though, because it is a physical job, right? I mean, we got
they're getting in and out of these vans 200 times a day. And these are high vans. These are big vehicles, and they're trying to maneuver around through traffic and deliver packages, sometimes walking up 5 flights of stairs, to get to apartments and condos and things like that. So it can be taxing mentally and physically. And so we show them a lot of love. We do a lot of, events. We do a lot of celebrations, bonuses, things like that. But more, I think the thing that they like the most is we recognize birthdays. We recognize their kids' birthdays. We know them intimately, and
they're more.
We have conversations with them. We hug them. We give them pounds.
So you consider them
a lot of fun.
They have that.
We've got a lot of people that have come from other companies just because they see the way that we interact with our employees, and they like we want to be part of that. And the funny thing is this: like when we first started. Amazon basically told us we could pay whatever we wanted to pay.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, we recommend you pay $15 an hour. So all the other companies were paying $15 an hour and up. And we were paying $12 an hour, and we were flooded with people. Like people were leaving their other companies making, $5, $6 more to come work for us because they saw the culture of our team. We treated them well. We were never in their faces yelling at them. We actually got into a lot of fights with Amazon on behalf of our employees, where other companies were, if Amazon jumped on a driver, the company would then pile on top of that behavior, and it was just like we were not going to be that way. We were not going to be the typical corporate entity treating employees like another number. But it came with the freedom of knowing that we were going to perform well. So that's the caveat, right? Is you have to perform well. And we were one of the top performers in the business. In fact, at one point we were like 11 out of over 700 companies across the US.
Yeah. So
we performed well. And it was all a result of our drivers doing their job and us, recognizing them for it and taking care of them. So the culture is huge.
So, we're all family. We're all family, man. We got our kids and our significant others. How many? Do you have?
I see your mouth moving, but I can't hear you, brother.
Oh, you can't hear me?
Yeah, his audio changed at some point. I think
Oh, his audio. Yeah, I know.
I heard a change, so I'm not sure if that Bluetooth cut off.
I'm not hearing anything.
Uh-oh. Yes. You might have to reconnect.
I got
You got me now?
My volume was down too low, I guess.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
There we go.
So we're all family, and I like how you mentioned that you notice, you pay attention to all your employees' birthdays and their kids' and birthdays. You have that it's like a family core, it's like a family feeling at your company. With that being said, how many of your family members do you actually have working under you?
Let's see. My daughter came to the company when she was 19. She left college after her freshman year, came to work for me as my personnel manager, and she now runs the company. She's 22.
Wow.
She runs the company. She is like amazing. She knows everything that you can know and more. In fact, other companies have tried their best to hire her away from me, but because she knows, she actually knows the Amazon system. Like, she can go in and do what Amazon can do. She somehow got passcodes but she will literally go to an Amazon computer in the station and just start working magic, and it's incredible. But then my son came in shortly after she did. He's 2 years older, and he behaves like he's still a teenager. So, yeah, man, we tried it. I bought him into. I started a second business as a fleet manager, which is something that all the DSPs need. So I went out and bought an F-150 truck at an auction. I put a winch on it. Like I said before, my vans get stuck all the time down here, especially during the rainy season. So I started pulling my own vans out because we were waiting 3-4 hours to get tow trucks out. And then I started asking, around the station, hey, does anybody need somebody pulled out? Because everybody was going through the same thing. So we took that from just pulling people out of ditches to, okay, we found somebody to replace windshields. We found somebody to do tires. I had a partner that worked for Michelin, and hooked up with him, and he gave us a huge, discount on tires. So we started selling tires. We started selling storage space. We rented some land, started selling storage space, and we just turned it into a fleet operation. Built a little mechanic shop to do all the body work. And man, that business went from $14,000 pickup truck to now it's doing over $2 million a year in revenue. So it's like I was these are just ridiculous. But my son, I bought him in to take over that business, and he just wasn't ready.
He saw that money and instantly started.
Yeah, man, he was a manager, and he realized he was getting paid what it came to work or not.
Oh man, can't do that.
He started calling to check in.
Yes.
Y'all all right over there?
My cousin, who was a store manager for Walmart, he came in, and he took over the fleet business as the manager, and he was basically wearing dual hats. And I ended up selling that business off to him about a year into him running, kind of overseeing it. I sold it to him because I'm like, he built it. I mean, he took that business from just pulling trucks out and windshields and tires to body work, framework, managing all the claims. And he went from just working with me to having 11 other DSPs that he's working with. So that's how I got from one pickup truck to a fleet of 11 vehicles and 16 employees now. So it's just amazing, man, what he's done with it and how it grew. So I got my son, my daughter, my ex-wife, So this has been great because she gets paid now. She's part of the I'm not having to dole out a whole lot of money to her, which is I would do very very easily, but I think she gets a greater satisfaction knowing that she's contributing to the business. It's still a family business, and she's very much involved. She's the recruiter, which is something, like I said before, two things you need are people and vehicles, and you're constantly needing people. So she's all on top of that. And actually, I'll get to it later, but we transitioned to some other things. And then my oldest daughter lives in Atlanta, and I needed somebody because I wanted to get away from the business. I didn't want to be sitting in front of a computer all the time, reading, creating reports. So I brought in my oldest daughter, and now she does all the data management for us. The data analytics. She pulls all the driver details when they have accidents or when they're doing speeding, seatbelts, all their performance metrics. She documents everything, packages it for me, and sends out a spreadsheet, so we can identify who our top and bottom performers are, so we can, provide those bonuses at the right levels at the right time to to appropriate people.
And that's what it's all about, right? Working yourself out of your job.
Exactly, man. And so the past 4 months, bro, I think I've taken 70 flights this year.
Man, I feel like going to Costa Rica today.
and Costa Rica Tuesday, bro. So it's been amazing, though. Like in the last 5 months, I've taken 70 flights, and
you still COVID free, right?
Still free. I'm vaccinated. Had a couple of scares where I felt like I had something, but tested negative. And so that's the cool thing about traveling out of the country too, is you have to test when you come back. So I know I'm good. But yeah, it's a family business, man. And I'm trying to add more families. My youngest daughter just graduated high school last year, and we're gonna bring her on. She's learning now how to do recruiting. But the cool thing is, everything they do for me, every other company needs. So not only are they working for me, they're working for I'm basically
preparing them for the step out on their own.
I'm contracting them out.
Yeah.
I'm contracting companies. The daughter that's running the company, Marie, she's going up to Virginia. One of my best friends from high school, he ended up getting a contract. We walked him through the process. He got a contract, so he's starting next week, and she'll be there to make sure that everything is running straight for him. Had a guy out in Austin, Texas. We helped him get his contract, and we went out and supported him. A lady up in Philly. We've had 3 people here in Tampa that have gotten the contracts, and we basically do consulting. So we do a consulting fee, and we help them out. And actually, I was in Colombia 3 weeks ago, and bumped into one of my West Point classmates. And he was like, man, tell me all about this business. So now I'm working with him. I'm contracting out to him to help him get through the process so he can get a contract.
That's what's up.
Yeah, man. And so there's so many income streams that have come out of this thing. It's absurd. It's absurd.
So with that being said, I know you got to get up out there getting your air conditioned box seats and everything. Tell us what else you got going on. Like what you got going on in the future? What other businesses that you have going on and whatnot? And let people know how they can get in contact with you for any services that you provide.
So let me just, like you said, I'm working my way out of the business. So I'm pretty elusive by design at this point, because again, this is not me trying to, like, I'm not a bragger, but I'll try to be as honest as I can so people can know that it's real. I think sometimes it comes across as arrogance or
but that's what we like on the show. That's what we like.
Talk. Yeah, I was just about to say, talk your talk.
So what I'm gonna tell you, I told you this when I was out there, man. My goal in life, true goal in life right now is I'm set for life. Like I'm making so much money right now that I'll never be able to spend it. So every new dollar I make is basically my kids, my grandkids. Somebody else is gonna get to spend this money, and that's great, right? It's great that I'm in that position, but there's a cost, right? The cost is that I'm lazy now. I'm not trying to do more because I know that it's not going to help me in terms of me being able to spend that money. So what I'm trying to do is position myself to be able to help as many people with a focus on minorities be able to achieve financial freedom. But man, it's such a crazy thing that people just aren't ready to put in the work for. People just don't put in the work. But if there are people who want to work, I'm ready to grind with you for as long as you need me to grind with you. Just understanding that I'm not going to run another business. I'm not going to put myself in. I'm going to be traveling. I'm going to be in the fruits of my labor, and and being out there just living life and trying to spend as much as I can before I'm out of here. But if they want to reach me, AISCESINC@gmail.com, and I'll send that to you, is my email, and that's the best way. I prefer not to be called.
Because you're always traveling and have a good time. You don't want them to interrupt your vacation time.
Hey, listen how much of a boss statement that was. I don't like to be called.
The international minutes add up.
Yeah, would definitely make myself available, and I don't mind. Like I said, I've flown over 70 times in the past 6 months. I don't mind getting on a plane, coming to where you are, or flying you in to be where I am, and so you can see the operation. So I'm definitely willing and ready to help people, but I'm a grinder. I'm not a soft guy, so I'm not gonna hold your hand and pat you on the back and do all this stuff with you. I'm gonna tell you what you need to know, and I'm gonna push the crap out of you, so you can be successful. If that's what you want. If you're not ready for that level, then that's fine. That is cool. Just understand that what you're gonna get with me, working with me, is you're gonna get pushed. You're gonna get somebody who's gonna be on your crap and asking you a million questions, making you think, because ultimately it comes down to your ability to be smarter than what's happening around you. Like, everybody right now has opportunities. Most of us just don't see them because we're not in a position to see them, either mentally, physically, or financially, right? But the opportunities are there. I think about, I can buy, cryptocurrency, and I can buy, Tesla and stuff like that. Now, I could have bought it back then. I just wasn't in a position, mentally or financially. But the opportunity was always there. I just never saw it, and that's what people get misconstrued. Is they think, well, that person is very lucky because they took advantage. The opportunity was there for all of us. Some of us just weren't ready at that time. So when you come to me, I'm gonna help you figure out how to align yourself physically, mentally, and financially, so you can start taking advantage of these opportunities. And I do have one real piece of advice I like to share with people. Like, people who want to become entrepreneurs, fantastic, but stay away from stuff that you love. Like, if you want to do stuff you love, do that as a charitable thing. Go into business to make money. Go into business to be a boss. And the thing about doing something you love, and most people don't tell you this, but I'm gonna tell you, doing something you love, it's hard to walk away. It's hard. Mm-hmm. You are vested, and you believe that everybody should be doing it because it's so great. And everybody's not gonna like your baby.
Right.
Your baby. So you have to be prepared, and that's why I advise you to go into something that You didn't think about something you're not vested in because it allows you to fail and not take it personal and not be defeated. You go into something you love and it fails, you're gonna be defeated, man. You're gonna hurt because you're gonna be so passionate about it, and it's gonna be hard to walk away from it. And a lot of people get lost in that and can't recover. I got friends right now that started businesses long before me, and I'm begging them. Like I'm like, dude, I will finance your business for the first 3 years to help you get it going. I know you can do it, but they're burned. They're burned for life, and they think about now is the security of working for another company, and I can get my 401k, and I can save this money and get my kids through college. Just try to avoid stuff you love is like real advice from me.
That's cool.
That's real.
That's real. And with that being said, we appreciate you, Mr. Arlen Smith.
Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no.
Hey.
I'm gonna let him live because this week too. We passed that.
Joe was a Cowboy fan.
Man, I bro, you don't even want to know. I'm Cowboys. I had to let them go. I'm trying.
Hey, but yeah, hey, good talking to you, bro.
Definitely, man. Appreciate you having me.
We're definitely gonna be in contact. You know what I mean? And if anybody out there want to reach out to him, his, like you said, his email is alscesinc@gmail.com. Mr.
Don't call him.
Yeah.
Be ready to grind.
Be ready to work when you send that email.
I'm not good with excuses. I'm 13 years in the military, but I was militant before I went in the military.
We appreciate you sharing those gems that you did, and hopefully people get something from it. But I know there's so much more that you're able to offer and give and contribute to help individuals grow their business or just grow as individuals. So hopefully, some people contact you and you're able to give some more of that information.
Absolutely. Thanks again for having me, guys. I really appreciate it.
All right, no worries. You
Yes,
take
sir.
Hey, enjoy the game.
Good.
Enjoy
Go
that. Enjoy that tailgating.
Yes.
All right, dog.
All right.
Take it easy. So yeah, he's
Yeah, he was dropping some knowledge. Boss talk.
Yeah, he's a real good dude too. He's a real good dude. And what he was saying when he was saying success, he kept talking about success. I think that's a good way to transition into like our topic for this week of what's your idea of success? What do you call where do you need to be in life to consider yourself successful? Dana, what do you got for us? How you feel about that?
Everybody has that different measures of success, and for me, one thing that I think people don't list as a success, people say the amount of money, the place they stay, things they can give to somebody else, but joy, happiness, and health is success, because it doesn't matter what level you're at. Everybody wants to be happy. Everybody wants to be healthy, right?
Number one.
And they want their family that way. So that's my measure of success, because it doesn't matter what walk of life you're in or where you are in life. Everybody can meet that level of success, and that's just the way you carry yourself and the way you have your outlook on life. It's not so much about what you have and what you can get.
Yeah, and if you keep it at that humble level, it will be easier to actually manifest that into something bigger. You know what I mean? So if you keep it at, like, if you humble, my success is being able to support my family. My success being able to be healthy and happy. And if that can transition into something else, into another bigger business or another opportunity, I think that's a good mindset to have.
And not, like I said, not being so much about the the money you make, but the joy and the happiness you have. So you're not always looking and chasing a dollar.
Yeah.
That'll come, you know, and then also for me contributing to others. So the success is being able to have discussions with others and see them grow from that. So with basketball and talking to the kids about life and school and things like that, them continuously growing and being able to graduate or get in college offers, that's success for me. I'm not coaching at no high school or anything like that. I ain't got no coaching job, but I got my success from the kids getting opportunities to go to college.
How about you, Des? What's your
well, my opinion, my opinion of success is actually having a happy family. A happy family is success to me. Not having to worry about anything else, but being happy is what I consider success is successful. But so everything I do is for the betterment of my family, make them happy. So that's what I call striving for success. Because once they're happy, I'm happy. So
right.
We're good.
Big one. That is definitely a big one.
Yeah, it is. Joe?
Now, if you'd asked me this probably a couple years ago, I would have been like, money, 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 money. I'm still chasing the dollar. But honestly though, like this past year and a half, with everything going on, I think we would definitely have to put health as number one. Like, you know what I mean? Like just being healthy. And spending all this time with my kids, like as far as financially, I'm not where I was financially, but it seems like they're more happy with me spending more time with them or being able to be around. You know what I'm saying? Pete with it, you know, he playing flag football, me being able to come to his games, you know what I'm saying? That type of stuff, it seems like that makes them that they be good to go with me just being there versus, you know what I'm saying, being at work and having money. But, you know, money, they really don't even, it's nothing that they want. You know what I'm saying? For their Christmas list be like 2 things long. So, you know, my mind frame was I gotta have this, I gotta have money so I can be able to spend. And that's what I'm thinking for them, when all actuality, they just appreciate the time being with them. So with all that still being said, to me, success is still being able to have financial freedom, you know what I'm saying? Being able to do things and not worry about, you know, not have that worry. Yeah. That's something I'm still trying to achieve. But you know, just like what Dad said, having the family happy, you know what I mean? We not worried about nothing else. Everybody good, you know, wife good, the kids good, you know, extended family good. When I say family, I don't just mean the household. So with everybody being healthy and just enjoying one another, you know, I guess that would be, you know, my definition of success, what I feel what success would be.
Yeah.
But don't get it twisted. Money is part of that. Money is part of that happiness.
Yes.
Well, right, and you know, and
like
no way was I saying
got money, they happy.
In no way was I saying the money ain't something that you want to have, but I'm just saying
we know big timer.
But listen, I'm telling you now, and this is just me. Like JoJo said, for the family and the extended family have health, I give up all the money I have to make sure that somebody, you know, the family is healthy. So if I have to give it up, I'll give it up and not even question it or not be like, I wish I would have. It means nothing if I don't have.
I don't know about all the money.
And who you talking about?
Yeah, right. I don't know about all the money. I ain't finna live in my car. Like, hold on.
And I'm gonna tell you that's just me. I can do without it. I go without buying whatever, you know. Now, little girl get everything, but yes.
Look, hey,
Depending on who.
You gonna give it up for your third cousin, step nephew, auntie over there.
Now that's a little extra extended. You're gonna extend it too far.
Yeah, with me, I got different tiers of success, different levels of success. I mean, yeah, you have the financial freedom. That's one of the success, like what I feel success is. Also, I felt it's kind of a success to me for my loved ones, the people that I hold near and dear, to say that they're proud of me. You know what I mean? If somebody that I love and in my circle comes up and like, yo, I'm proud of you. You did a good job. That's success to me. Like when I retired from the military and daddy was like, proud of you, son. That was success to me. You know what I mean?
Cried.
A little bit.
He had a little tear drop.
But
yeah, he's good at saying that to us a lot. He says that a lot.
And also success, just talking about the parents, like I know that like years ago, you know, I wasn't in the right place financially. And I know our parents would do anything they could to help us out with whatever we need. Like even financially, even if they didn't have it, they'll find a way to help us out. And I think success in my book now is being able, when they call and say, hey, I need this, I need that. Can you help me out with this? Can you help me out with that? It's no question, like, cool, yeah, here you go. Boom, check your cash out. Or boom, here you go. Whatever you need, just let me know. And to be able to, like when they came over for their anniversary, just be able to provide them with lifetime memories.
Yep.
Like that was kind of that's what I think success is. Yeah, the happy family, healthy family and everything, that's up there too. But for me, it's being able to provide for my loved ones, to be able to support them when they need to be supported, and to be able to earn their respect, and for them to say that they're proud of me for anything that I've done. And that's my idea of success.
I agree with you on that. I shorten it. That's a part of their happiness, them being happy and proud of you. That's what so I just want to make sure that I said that. That's a part of the happiness, being able to provide the memories that you said. That's happiness. Happiness isn't always what you can give monetarily or what physical things you can give them or purchase for them, but the memories from those things that you purchase for them or you can provide. And that's the happiness that I'm talking about. So the money does come into play because you can do things to create new memories.
I promise you, while we were here, I've never seen us, like daddy had the biggest smile on his face whenever we was out doing it. Especially when we went to that luau. That dude was, I ain't never heard him laugh like that before. It was he stood up and was like, I'm like, what? I'm like, what is that?
Well, it was extra happy.
He's like, I gotta pay for this? What?
Brought out a whole new laugh.
That's your vacation laugh. But yeah, fellas, we success. Success is, it's a mind frame. I think it's a way of thinking. And I think we need to get away from just pinpointing success to monetary things. We need to, because once we move away to success just meaning money, then that, like I said, that breeds room for growth. It brings room to expand what you feel success is.
Just to, tell y'all, this podcast, right? It not the success to me ain't so much the number of subscribers. Do I like it? Yes, but y'all get on here and y'all enjoy it every week, and look forward to it and talk about it during the week. So that's the measure of success for this for me, because we started this pretty much to have the ability to talk.
Random text message like, "Hey, we should do a podcast."
right.
This was
right.
just very random.
and the happiness and joy we get from being able to be on here is great. It may not be to the point where we want it to be as far as being able to reach and provide to others, but we reaching some people, and that's a success. And then people enjoying being on and providing information. That's success. So
yeah,
it definitely is. Look at us now, from a text message to backgrounds and t-shirts.
very true. Very true.
We got multi-millionaire guests coming on, and
Hey, well, hold on. What is that at the bottom of your shirt?
Oh, he got a special one.
I don't have that either.
He gets special things.
Hey, I can't. Hey, we interviewing. I'm looking down at my shirt like.
Brandon's talking about what? You mind fall off? What?
Just let them know that they can find us on YouTube when I'm walking around here on the island.
Yeah.
Okay.
Speaking of success, hey, shout out to Ariel with AMP Socks. She had her little event yesterday. I completely forgot about it. I apologize. We went down and did a photo shoot for the dogs. Like,
yeah, your birthday, and you was on your birthday mentality.
Yeah, that's my bad.
Speaking of that, hey, too bad your birthday wasn't last week, but on episode 39, you turned 38.
I know, right? That would have been kind of dope if we, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Dang.
I ain't know where you was going with it. I was like, what?
Right. I was like, what?
Yeah. But she had a successful event yesterday. You know what I mean?
That's what's up.
Did a little sock station.
I seen the line outside.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we missed the opportunity. We could have got us some content for that. We gonna catch it.
We could have went live on location.
Yeah. We gonna catch one.
We definitely gotta do that soon.
Yeah. So shout out to her. Speaking of success, shout out to you with your successful event. Got all them socks moved. We gonna make it to one.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean. But yeah, man. Episode 39. We week 2 of the NFL. Hopefully the Cowboys have some type of success today.
Can we talk about week 3 of college football?
No.
No,
I don't.
Please, can we talk?
I don't want to talk about.
I need some therapy. I
didn't see any of the games, so
both of my college teams lost this weekend. So
it was both of your teams. Who's your teams?
I picked up Jackson State as my second.
Who they lost to?
University of Louisiana Monroe.
Oh, I got a former player play for University ULL.
Yep.
I
don't want to talk about anything else because
we ain't gonna talk about it at all.
Go for it, Dan. Like I said, I didn't see none of the game. I just kept getting the updates on my phone. I kept seeing all the people laughing at us on Facebook.
I just want to say this one thing. Florida State's the worst team in the country.
Yep.
The worst in the country?
The worst.
The worst. If there's 120 teams in college football, they are ranked 120th.
121.
Yeah. That's how bad they are right now.
I believe IMG Academy will beat them.
They probably would because they have better coaching.
Yeah, the coaching is hard.
Bishop Sycamore might give them a run for their money.
No, I don't think they would. Them old sorry jokers.
I was just watching all the other.
Wake Forest had 25-year-olds on their team. Had 8-year sophomores.
They lost to a high school team.
That was bad. That was bad.
But it was
I don't know. I don't think we got any light at the time. We might not catch a dub all season.
No, that was our only 2 chances last week and this week.
Jackson State and Wake Forest.
Yeah, we might not. We might put if we don't win a game, they better fire the whole coaching staff. Bro.
Anybody
with a whistle, get them out of there.
And make and cancel everybody's what's it called?
The scholarship
contract.
Cancel everybody's scholarship and make
no NILs for nobody.
Make them earn it. Make them earn their because there's a lot of people,
how can
the defensive backs. The defensive backs don't need any kind of scholarships.
They don't have they think there's no way to have a coach for the defensive backs. There's no way.
There's no way to have a coach for anybody.
I saw the only play I saw yesterday was 4th and 2, and they ran a quarterback power. The quarterback not even that big to run no quarterback power. Like
they have legit running backs.
They do,
but they don't use them.
And then
number 0. Number 0 was the lead block on that play.
Yeah,
and he's smaller than the quarterback.
You run a quarterback power on 4th and 2 with a quarterback who got a rebuilt leg, who's afraid to run anyway, and you try to get him to power through and then you lose 3 yards.
Yeah, that was the only play I saw, bro. I just looked. I said 4th and 2. That's what we ran.
And doggone Travis ended up getting hurt, so he was the only reason we had 2 touchdowns. Milton is cool. He's a good quarterback, but his decision making, you can tell he ain't been on the field in 1,000 days.
Yeah, they're looking like Blake Bortles.
It's ugly.
It's bad.
Can we talk about one other thing that's making me mad?
What?
These defensive players in the NFL with single-digit numbers. That is so angry.
Why is that bothering you?
I like it, bro.
I'm thinking every time I look at them, I'm thinking of somebody on the offense. Why do y'all have single-digit numbers?
Man, I like seeing them DBs back there with them. I like Jalen Ramsey with that 5 on.
I don't like that. That's a horrible one. That's a horrible one. But yeah,
I'm trying to see that boy Patrick Surtain with the 2 on out there against the Jaguars now.
Yeah, I see him out there with the 2 on. That's why I just said that. I seen that 2 on. Get this man out of here.
Hold on, while we on DBs with single-digit numbers and Jalen Ramsey, I'm so mad he started the trend of the mouthpiece just hanging.
Just
everybody doing it now.
Yeah, nobody wears their mouthpiece now. It's just hanging from the helmet.
And that's the
until they lose their teeth.
What's crazy is these players, are they really that dumb that they mouthpieces are for to help prevent concussions? That's why that's why we wear a mouthpiece. It's a shock absorber.
And until they get a helmet under the chin, they're gonna let it fly.
Mouthpiece just dangling.
Like, it makes 0 sense. Put it in your mouth so you could not have that brain damage.
Hey, there we go. There's one every week. There we go.
Well, I think last week we skated by. I don't think we had one last week.
We probably let somebody slide last week without.
That was definitely the return of
it. Put
it.
it in your mouth.
This man.
Put it in your mouth. Just put it in your mouth.
Yeah.
Oh man.
That might be a good way to end that one.
Yeah.
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 I don't know where you go after that.
Episode 39, man. You look like a podcast. Shout out to all the subscribers, man. Them numbers still jumping out there. You know what I mean? Make sure y'all like, comment, share. Hit your bell so you get notified when the game drops something.
And long live Big Norm.
Of course, long live the big dog, Big Norm.
You know, our usual host was late. So
yeah, I think my computer was on the birthday hangover. I don't know what was going on.
Speaking of hangover, I drank a whole bottle of honey. What's that stuff called? Bourbon whiskey, Jack Daniels.
Honey Jack. That sounds like a straight
stomach ache.
Yeah, I drank a whole bottle last night for me and the wife. But,
Y'all trying to turn the AC on?
yeah, we turned it off. We turned it all the way off. But yeah, no hangover. So I guess it's good liquor. So
It's so sweet. It's too sweet.
it is.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stick with that. I'm gonna stick with the what's it called? Knob Creek.
Oh, you drinking Knob Creek now? You on that Knob Creek?
Yeah, I'm on a bourbon kick now.
That's what's up.
It's pretty smooth. Like Hennessy without the rubber alcohol.
Unless you get the 100 proof.
That's my pleasure.
Unless you get the 100 proof. Yeah, episode 39, fellas.
Yep, 39. You look like a podcast. Fellas, another week. You know what I mean? Appreciate y'all boys, man. You know what I mean? Proud of y'all on all of y'all successes.
Hey,
You know
David,
what I
proud of
mean?
you.
Don't make me cry. Don't make me. Hedrick, I'm so proud of your production on You Look Like a Podcast.
So
Hey,
proud
man,
of that. I'm so proud of them grazing your goatee.
Hey, episode 39, man. We're proud of you.
Proud of you. We're out.